Hey everyone, it's Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks Commentary.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Vancity Experts Real Estate. I'm your host, Clay Emo Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take all in one take. It is Tuesday night, December the 16th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Hope you are all doing well. The Vancouver Canucks defeat the New York Rangers 3-0. 2 straight wins. This team will not tank. They will simply not go away, whether you like it or not. This is the reality. This is what I've been talking about ever since they made the trades for for Quinn Hughes, trading him to Minnesota for the 3 assets and everything. Coincidentally, at the same time, Thatcher Demko has come back and played 2 outstanding games. A bit off my usual Tuesday night routine. This is the first week I haven't bowled on a Tuesday night in about 3-4 months. So I ended up doing some Zoom chats. Actually, I had a nice chat with both Harry and Tyler tonight. Then we were going to do Canucks After Dark, but Parker is sick, so no Canucks After Dark this week. I think he had to recover from that massive show that he did without me last Friday, which is fine. And then I was able to bump my show up from 11:15 to 11 tonight. And then also, it also means because it's a post game and because I'm not doing Canucks After Dark, I made this a regular post game live stream. We'll get some of your feedback for sure, second half of the show. And then I moved my open mic to tomorrow, where it's a non-game night, and we'll need to fill some space. So regular post game live stream tonight. Open mic will be tomorrow night. But who knows? If we end early, I may bring on 1 or 2 people at the end of tonight's show. But we'll see. We'll see. It's interesting though. If I open up the phone line, so to speak, and let people in on the show tonight, do I do first come, first serve, or do I actually exercise some not favoritism, but some judgment and choose who I want on here? We'll see. Let's get to it when I get to it. Probably not. If I do it first come, first serve, then I guess it's more realistic, like an open phones on a radio. But the benefit I have is I get to see everyone who's backstage. But if I don't pick you, then you're going to think that I don't like you, and let's worry about it later. Moderators, do what you need to do to keep this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's legends, Hall of Fame and franchise members, thanks for your support. And everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, with my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond, in the city, lower mainland, province, country, continent, around the world. Thank you for being here. You know that I know that you can be doing anything else, watching anyone else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, all 3. But the fact that you're here with me, know how much I always appreciate you, how much I never, ever take you for granted. So this is how you can get involved in the show tonight. Actually, I lost it. There it is. You can subscribe to the channel. Get active in the chat session. Get notified of my videos every single day. You can like the video, like the fact that we're together, like the fact that Canucks won, like the fact that Demko got a shutout, like the fact that Evander Kane used the linesman as a moving pick, and like the fact that we continue to build an awesome community here on YouTube. You can leave a donation, get the donation train out of the station. You can gift a membership. You can buy your own membership. You can upgrade your membership. You can use your monthly membership message. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, you can rate and review. So let's get to it. Vancouver Canucks. By the way, did you guys like the format of last night's show, where instead of it was me for the first half and then you guys for the second half, we did the whole show, me and you, where I broke it up into 5 segments. I usually can't do that on game nights because I think that'll just disrupt the flow too much. But yesterday, tried something different, at least because it was more topical, and we just kind of ripped through 5 different kind of talking points. Gerald says you love the format, and a lot of people, thank you. A lot of people talking about how we can't tank properly, like Pastor Dan. We're screwed. We can't even tank properly, and then some other comments as well. So welcome. In my little participants list, I don't know how you get on this list. Is it because you said something, or is it because you have your thing on public? But yeah, so hello to Pastor Dan, Skytrain Alfred, Gerald, Fangirl, JLo, Justin Credible, Kyle, Mike, is it Raleigh? That's what it says there. Sarah, Simon, Irwin, Swervin Irvin, user W bunch of digits, and Van City Nux and Van City Ricky. So Ricky's in twice, which is kind of cool. So Swervin, hey Dino, Swervin says yesterday was crazy. There wasn't enough time for you to read and respond. Okay, that's fair. And Helen liked the format. All right, yeah. And if we continue the trend, it was a Bouillon on Sunday. It was Ogren tonight. So that means it should be Rossi's turn on Friday. And Bruce, I'm not ready to say that the problem was Quinn Hughes. Let's get to the Edge Go Visualizer commentary, the Clays Edge Go Visualizer commentary. Yes, that's where we take the NHL.com Edge Go Visualizer and go through the goals. Only 3 to go through, and they're all Canucks goals. This first one, Evander Kane. This one's pretty funny. So it starts off in our zone. DPD gets the puck up to Besser, and it looks like it's going to be a 2-on-2. And instead of Kane crossing behind Besser, he actually crosses in front. And then I'll let this play go through. And then what you see here is you don't see the linesman. Because if you did, you would see him in between Evander Kane and this Rangers defenseman. Believe it or not. Yes, you would see the linesman in between. Pretty sure it was Robertson was the defenseman. But it's pretty funny. So the linesman basically picks Robertson off, and then Kane then has a free, look at that. Now, so he's got a free path to the net, and he drags past Quick, who Quick goes down on one knee. Kane actually said he's seen that move before, and then he puts it in behind Quick, and that's only a minute 46 in. So I can explain something to you. The linesmen usually stay on their main job. Well, among the many jobs is to check for offside. So a linesman will stay right here and then a linesman will stay right here. So they stay on opposite corners. And then it's the referee's job to skate the entire ice, corner to corner. Actually, so if the puck's in this end and there's a linesman here, what it'll do is this referee will get down here. So there'll be a referee here, then a linesman, and then the other referee will be here, and then a linesman. So I picture the linesman basically stays from here to here, and the referees are the ones going from this line back and then from this line back. If you've ref basketball before, it's the same thing. The refs don't cross each other. They kind of move like this. This is a better way of looking at it. They kind of move like this on the ice, if that makes sense. So that's why you'll see one referee in the corner and the other referee kind of hovering in the neutral. So if the puck's actually, here's a good, if the puck's in this zone right now, you'll have, basically one referee down in the corner. You have the other referee up here, and then you have the two linesmen here, and then the two linesmen go back and forth. Right. So sorry, that was a bad explanation. The linesmen cover the blue lines and the referees are the ones going down the corners. So picture this. The linesman is right here right now. And then as play starts to break this way, the linesman's got to move from this line to this line. So as the play is coming towards him, I don't have a linesman marker, but the linesman skates a little bit and then he has to try and really be right here. But because you can see the puck's coming to him and then there's 3 players coming to him, the linesman backs up to about right here. But that's exactly where Kane ends up with the puck, right here. So picture the linesman here. He can't get sucked in the corner, so he has to try and make his way back to the line to make sure that the puck doesn't come out or whatever. So as he's trying to make his way back, he can't go down the boards because Kane's there and he'll get flattened. So he tries to sneak in between Kane and Robertson, but in doing so, he actually picks off Robertson. So it's kind of funny, but that's how the first goal went in. By the way, look at all the Canucks that are, look at this line. I love line changes on the edge goal visualizer. You see 3 guys going to change. There, look at that. We now have 8 players on the ice, which is pretty exciting. 8 skaters. Oh, Best is going 2. Oh, we had 9 for a second. That's so. Anyways, Kane scores from DPD and Brock Besser. That was pretty funny. Yes, it was indeed a good basketball pick for sure. Second goal, Liam Ogren, newcomer. Carlson makes a really nice play here. It goes around. You'll see Carlson chips the puck up to Ogren, and now it's 1-on-1. And he just comes down with good speed and he takes a snapshot right there. Kind of does one of those where he tries to use the defenseman as a bit of a screen. Sometimes it goes off a defenseman's stick or skate. This one goes right to Quick. You think it's fine. Quick swallows it up, but no, it actually goes through Quick's pads and trickles in. So again, let's watch this one uninterrupted. Carlson intercepts the ring around there, gets it to Ogren with speed, and he does the rest. So Ogren from Carlson, the Swedish connection, and now this was the start of the second period. So Vander Kane was early in the first, 146 in. Ogren's goal was early in the second, 324 in. And then a very, very cool backhander by Connor Garland. So why does it look like so many Rangers? Because they're 6-on-4. They're on a power play, actually, and they pulled their goalie. So now it's 6-on-4, and the puck goes over off of Hronek. Who's number 8? Who's number 8 for the Rangers? I really don't know a lot of the Rangers players. Number 8 is... Just kidding. JT Miller. I knew that. I actually knew that. I was just messing with you guys. JT Miller has it up on the point, and he goes across, goes back. Then right here, Garland, he's on his, remember, he's right-handed. So he's on his backhand, and from basically 160 feet away, right there, he lifts it. A lot of good movement here by the Rangers. He banks the puck to himself. Oh, why do I should stop. I'll stop touching it. He banks the puck to himself off the boards because he didn't like his angle, and then he lifts it up. Actually, does the goal visualizer cut it off here? Oh no, they don't even show it. So he basically lifts it from here, backhand right into the net, and the Canucks win 3-0. Shutout for Thatcher Demko. Shots on goal, brutal. 7-3, 7-6, 9-8, 23-17. Not a lot of shots. By the way, the Rangers, they do have some exciting players and some good players, but man, they're boring to watch. Weren't you guys, like, I was happy the Canucks won, but I was also a little bit bored in this game. Face-offs, Rangers dominated. No one scores on the power plays. 0-4 Rangers, 0-2 Canucks. And then they out-hit us, but we have more block shots. So they shut us out, we shut them out, and that's it. You only play the Eastern Conference teams once. Once at home, once away, just 2 times. So we split the season series. We outscored them 3-2 in the season series. Let's look at the box score. When you look at the Canucks, when you look at the forwards, high ice time, Besser just under 20, DeBrus 19-20, Garland 19-14, and then Rossi 19 basically. So 4 forwards with 19 minutes of ice time. On the low end, you had Sasson with 9:25, even though he got a brand new contract. You have Ogren at 7:15 only, and he gets 1 of the 3 goals. And you have Carlson. So the fourth line did not get a lot of minutes. And then you look at the hustle stats. It goes shots, hits, then giveaways. So 3 shots for Sherwood and Garland, and 2 for Ogren, Kane, and Hoglander. And then 2 block shots for Kampf. And then 6 hits for Sherwood. Love to see that. Then 2 for Hoglander, 2 for Kane, and 2 for Rossi. On D, you had Hronek and Pettersson with the points. +2 for Hronek. Oh, by the way, who are the pluses? Yeah, a bunch of guys were +1 or 0. On defense, Hronek was a +2. Everyone else +1. Verlander was 0. Hronek 24. Pettersson 23. Myers 23. Booyam 22. So pretty even among the top 4. And then you got the 2 young Swedes with 12 and 13 minutes each. 2 shots for Hronek, 2 blocks for Hronek, 3 for Myers, 2 for DPD, and then 1 hit each for Hronek, Booyam, and Myers. And then the big one, Demko saves all 23 shots that he faced. Nothing too crazy. I think Quick actually had more exciting saves than Demko did, but Demko is credited with a shutout, of course, because he shut them out. Hey, Lucas, thanks for your monthly membership message. I'll get to that in a second. Scores. Lots of games tonight. 10 of them. Bruins beat Utah. The Maple Leafs beat Blackhawks, even though Dakota Joshua scored and Craig Brewery was letting his team have it on the bench. The Flyers win 4-1. Red Wings take out the Islanders 3-2. We win 3-0. Ducks lose, but in overtime, so they get an extra point. Oilers pump 6 past. Did Skinner play tonight? 6-4 for the Oilers. Wild shut out the Capitals 5-0. Flames lose, but Sharks win. What can you do? And the Avalanche take out the Kraken. So if you look at the standings now, if you are a believer, the Canucks, with that San Jose win, are still 8 points out of a playoff spot, but they do have a game in hand. So it could be as few as 6. Remember, I say 6 or less. I think you can make up the ground, 8 or more, but the longer this is tougher, the longer the season goes, obviously that breaks down a little bit. But still in last place, but they close the gap on the Calgary Flames, if you want to think of it that way. I don't know. Again, if they want to make the playoffs, they got to make up 8 points and pass 7 teams. So I always say not impossible, but highly improbable. So that's a little bit about the Canucks, the scores, and the standings. For tomorrow's show in the morning, I will do what I liked, what I didn't like, one other thing. And then we go into what the players and the coaches said post game as well. So morning shows are quick, like to do 30, 35 minutes max, 30 minutes basically. And then the evening shows anywhere between 45 and 60 minutes. Kyle says, did you see the Oilers celebrating beside Skinner when he shuffled snow around? No, I didn't. Oh, that is kind of sad. Remember, I like Stuart Skinner. I've said that many, many times, but I think the Oilers got the better of that trade for sure. Legendary Lucas Gates starts us going with a monthly membership message. Legendary Lucas Gates, a member for 58 months. Basically, the day I started membership, Lucas was the first one. Him and I think Jimmy were first day. Finally got to see a jersey that I designed. Yeah, nice. The Tri-City Express during the Golden Eyes game tonight. I felt bizarre to say the least. Well, congratulations. Hold on a sec. You got to see a jersey that you designed tonight. The Tri-City Express jersey during the Golden Eyes game. Oh, you mean it was up in the concourse or in the... Actually, tell me what that means. Because you went to the Golden Eyes game. They played at the Pacific Coliseum. But how did you see the jersey? Because they weren't playing against the Tri-City Express. Did someone wear it, or was it given to you, or was it up on the wall? Let me know. That's pretty cool. Let's give some love to legendary Lucas Gates in the chat. That's awesome, Lucas. Good job. I'll see if Lucas answers me in the chat real quick about how he saw the jersey. Okay, so I can already get to my mid-show sponsor read now. That was a quick recap of the game, but it's a recap nonetheless. There wasn't really a lot to recap for sure. During the anthems, they had some players skate on with it. Very, very good, Lucas. That's awesome. Oh, and Johnny Boy, this is a game that was donated by Somi. So Jonathan went to the game. Yeah, what was the final score? I don't even know this. What was the final score? I know that they won. That's awesome. Glad you saw a win, Johnny Boy. That's really... Some players from the team were on the ice. Gotcha. From the Tri-City Express. I understand. This is the fear for many people. Canucks are going to do what they do every year. Suck it up early, then push until they're no longer in a good lottery position and still don't make the playoffs. It is their destiny at the moment. I think a lot of people would agree with you for sure. 2-1 Golden Eyes. Thank you, Lucas. Awesome. 2-1. Hope you had fun, Johnny. That's great. So Lucas and Johnny were at the Golden Eyes game tonight. That is wonderful. Let me do a mid-show sponsor read, and then I want to hear your impressions of the game. If you're happy that the Canucks are winning, I am. I'll be honest with you. I get the whole reasoning of not doing well this year, so you can get a good draft pick. But I, as many of you have said in the chat, and I've been saying, when Demko is playing well, when the team's healthy, they have too much talent to be a bottom five team. All right, let's go. We always start out by thanking my primary sponsor, and that is Jason Lim of Van City Experts. Thank you to my channel sponsor, Jason Lim of Van City Experts Real Estate. At Van City Experts, their experience, knowledge, and expertise can serve you well in navigating through the real estate market and will help you to choose the best home or condo in the greater Vancouver area that best suits your and your family's needs. Thank you to my secondary sponsors. The first one is Gassy Jack Art. He creates the wonderful artwork that you see adorning my home studio. Support him at gassyjackart.com. We got Mulligan Golf Company. Check them out at mlgngolf.com, golfing accessories and apparel. And we have, I should have put that up. So there it is, MLGN Golf Company, mlgngolf.com. And then we have Vessi Footwear. Use the link tinyurl.com/VessiClay and receive a free pair of socks of your next purchase of Vessi shoes. Thanks to everyone who's purchased Canuck Clay merch. You can do so at canuckclay.threadless.com. Appreciate you helping me out. This is how you get involved tonight. Subscribe, like the video, leave a donation, gift to membership, buy your own membership, upgrade your membership, use your monthly membership message, and rate and review if you're listening on a podcast platform. Right now, the fictional leaderboard, Fangirls winning with 375, Skytrain Alfred's right behind at 300, Gerald at 150, Irvin at 150, Simon at 125. That is your top 5 right now. And don't forget the shows for the rest of my week, your week. I'll do a Clay M tomorrow morning at 7:45. Clay M Canucks commentary. Clay in the AM. Clay M. I got my open mic now tomorrow night on Wednesday. Tomorrow night is Wednesday. Tomorrow night at 11. We have CCC Thursday at 11. And then Clay M Saturday morning at 9 because the Canucks play the Islanders on Friday. All right. Now, let's get to your questions, your comments. Starting... Here we go. Let's go here. I like this. This sounds like a title of a song. Too good to be bad. Too bad to be good. Yes. That was horrible. That's the worst melody ever. But yeah, we're too good to be bad and too bad to be good. That's a good way to put it. Oh, you know what? We can make this right. We got the start of a song here. I'm just going to change the order. Too bad to be good. Too good to be bad. Mushy middle forever. So sad. Okay, I didn't sing that. That was more like a poem. But yeah, too bad to be good, too good to be bad, mushy middle forever. So sad. Oh, I'm a poet, and I didn't even know it. When Demko was perfect like tonight, we are from tank mode. We are far from tank mode. Demko carried us that game. I don't see this adrenaline being sustained all year. This is a bottom 5 team, no question in my mind. That's fair. I would disagree, but that's fine, Jack. May not last long, though. I can't win them all. I set the team's fate as it happens. High pick, mid-range pick, hopefully not trading away pick. But no matter the circumstance, I like seeing the Canucks score and or win. I'm with you. Mark, Minnesota Mark is here. I'm back to say, give him a chance. So glad for Ogren and Rossi is killing faceoffs. You can't tell players to tank. There you go. Welcome, Minnesota Mark. Too good to be bottom 5. Bottom 7-12 is about right. I'm not so sure. We filled a lot of weaknesses with the Hughes trade. PD, Rossi, Blueber, Ratu count down the middle is a lot better than we started with. I agree. Yeah, Hughes has done well, though. He's gotten a goal and assist for the Wild. Quick. Yeah, not quick. Yes, you cannot use the code in real life. It's only if you're shopping online. Good question. Yeah, I like it when Mark's here. Would you start liking on Friday against the Islanders to save Demko for the Bruins because it's a back-to-back? No, I go the other way. I go Demko on Friday. I go Lankinen on Saturday. And then I go Demko on Monday. I don't think... Because I don't think that whoever plays on Saturday is going to play Monday. So I'm giving Demko Friday and Monday. And I'm giving Lankinen Saturday. Did anyone see the Bill Guerin Spitting Chicklets interview? No. I heard a bit about it, but I haven't listened to it yet. That was genuinely beautiful. Thank you, Pastor Dan. Clay Slam Poetry Corner. I can do some slam poetry. What should I slam? Oh no, slam poetry. I thought you had to slam things around. Hey, Bern from Germany. It looks like the Canucks really want to get back on track. I think they've always been wanting to get back on track, but they certainly weren't playing like it. And I think the new guys have given not just the new guys, but the entire team some newfound hope. I agree. Once CP40 comes back, team morale likely go down again, seeing the highest paid player be on the 50-point trajectory and the tank will be back on. Right now, it's a post-trade bump. What is your opinion of Vancouver games coming up? They're going to win against the Islanders. Make it 3 straight. First check-in since the trade. I'm not mad at it. These guys look great. Hey, Ian, yeah, we've been kind of talking about it all week. And you have everyone from people wishing Hughes success to calling him a quitter. You have people saying this is going to wreck the tank. You have other people saying... what they like about the return. Opinions are mixed, but that's the beautiful thing about having this community. I'm taking the positive glass half full look that we will tank and finish bottom. So it's funny when you hear a positive glass half full, you think that it means Canucks are winning, but no, that you're positive that they're gonna finish bottom 3. I think we need to put in context since the quality of opponents aren't exactly elite like Colorado, Dallas, and we also get the new players bump. All can be true, but you can only play the people that are hit in front of you. And New Jersey's in a playoff position, aren't they, right now? Or am I wrong? Oh no, they're not. They're 1 point out of a playoff position, and Rangers are only 1 point behind them. Yeah, no, I hear you. So I hear what you're saying, but in the entire league, New Jersey's 17th, so right in the middle, and the Rangers are 20th. So they're not brutal, but you're right. They're not playoff teams either. I like Bouillam's awareness and his maturity on the microphone. He's very mature, very articulate. I love it. Hughes fits well for Minnesota. I'm happy for him. Me too. Still have 49 games to go. Can't win them all. Just hope they don't miss the playoffs. Just hope they don't just miss the playoffs. Yes. Bouillam is on the team 4 days and has already spoken more than Phil Hronek. Going to win 30 games now. I'm so happy for Hughes. Their power play is so dynamic now with Hughes back there with the Wild Stars. The New York Strangers are really boring. Yes, that Skychin Alfred, that was a snooze fest. They're not very dynamic. How's your hockey pool going? I'm in second and third in my mom's. I've dropped to third in my fantasy, and I'm second to last in my auction. I hate that I like how Hughes looks in the Minnesota alternate jersey. If Denver keeps us up, I hope he gets a nod for the Olympics. That is the coach right there, Mike Sullivan. If he gets injured again, then the tank comes back. If he's still healthy, maybe trade him high at the trade deadline. Wow. I don't see them trading Demko, but wouldn't that, and then you go Lankin and Tolopil the rest of the way? Wow, that would signal a true rebuild for sure. I have not seen Alvin on the 100% podcast yet, but I know he was on there. Favorite teams, Wild, whoever plays the Stars, and Canucks. I love it, Mark. Love it. The Poverty Rangers can't do well at home. Worse record than ours. Yeah, barely, but it's true. Hopefully by trade deadline, if they haven't won too much, and when vets are moved, the kids can get more playing time and continue the tank. 10th loss at home for the Rangers. Keep wanting to call him Bouillon. Is that because you're a chef? Hughes seems so much happier. He's talking a lot, smiling, and cracking some jokes. We haven't seen this from him in ages. Sad but true. Lots of Ranger bashing, but glad they took JT Quitter. Okay, so there's Quit Hughes and there's JT Quitter. Do you think the Canucks trade Garland? I don't think so. Alvin said the Minnesota trade was more than a month in the making, that Minnesota was one of the requested locations Quinn wanted to go. A month in the making. I'm going to have to check that out for sure. Nice to see Wild beat the Caps, who actually wanted Hughes. Clay, do you see the Canucks making all their trades on a Friday? No. I know it's kind of like seems to happen quite a bit with this team, but I don't think they have an internal rule or anything like that. Minnesota won't get past round 1. Dallas and Colorado run the Western. Yeah. Can you imagine? One of Dallas, Colorado, or Minnesota will not escape the first round. Not likely ever going to happen, but say it's the Wild versus Lame in the conference finals. Who are you rooting for? Oh, Wild. I don't mind the Wild. I like Quinn Hughes. I hate the Flames. Sherwood for a second, Kane for a fourth. Yeah, that's relatively reasonable. Some push as high as a first for Sherwood. I'm not so sure. Garland is one of the leaders. I think his material is to be a captain. That is fair. New Jersey got a big boost because of their early start. Ever since Hughes got hurt, they have been really bad. New York Rangers, who knows with them? Yep, all good points. McKinnon, 28 and 33. Wow. Score prediction for the games against the New York Islanders and Boston Bruises. The New York Islanders. I think we're going to beat Islanders 4-1, and I think we're going to beat Boston 3-2. Billy Garrett said he called Rutherford on Monday and the trade went through on Friday. I also heard that they first talked to Patrick Allvin, and then Patrick Allvin said that Jim's going to handle this one. Flames most likely will miss the playoffs, and we'll get very close. Pick 3 current Canucks to keep strictly for mentorship purposes, no matter the contract, just based on personality. Tyler Myers, from what I've seen and what I've heard. Brock Besser. And Marcus Pettersson. Yeah. Landon Ferraro did great on the Golden Eyes broadcast to hear Al Murdoch's music to my ears. Nice. Given GR likes to act fast, hope they trade the vets after Christmas. Minnesota's trying to land Panarin. Wow. I'm at peace with the Hughes trade. No more looking back, moving forward. Who is some of your favorite Eastern Conference teams? Just Tampa Bay Lightning. I've heard that Colorado's mantra is to play every shift as if the score is 0-0. Wow. Billy G is not my lover. Very good, Irwin. Very good. Billy G called on Saturday. Okay. Minnesota needs a center, not Panarin, but I think he does get moved. B flat. What's BB, TM, and MP? Oh, Besser, Tires, and Mark. Yeah, that's what I say too. That was the best game of the season. Just wonderful shutout. I wouldn't call it the best game because it wasn't the most entertaining. It wasn't even that the Canucks dominated, actually. Today I found out that Sherwood and Kane have some Jewish background. I did not know that. Did the Canucks post something about Hanukkah? And I saw Marco Rossi make the sign of the cross as he stepped on the ice today, which is pretty cool. Same as Canuck Clay. Very good. Interesting, Irvin. Oh, I've actually caught up. Well, I didn't start from the start, admittedly, but yeah, so thank you. Keep bringing the comments in and the questions. A lot of good stuff tonight you guys have. Going to go to about 11:45 tonight. You know what's funny? In hindsight, I maybe didn't have to change the prayer hour because I know I like and some Tuesday night shows I've gone past 11:50, even to 12. So I guess not a perfect science, but I was able to wrap up my shows by 11:40 before. And now I'm stuck going to church an hour later than usual. Felt good to win like that. Pretty sure on the Spit and Chicklets podcast, Billy said he made the call on Monday. Okay, well, whatever it may be. We know it happened fast. What did you think of Rossi, Bouillon, and Ogren today? Well, Ogren, I thought he made the most of his 7 minutes of ice time, obviously scoring that nice goal. I think Bouillon is... One thing about Bouillon, he's very calm. Like, he never freaks out with the puck, not that you expect him to. A lot of poise for a 20-year-old. And Marco Rossi, noticeable too. Same with him, actually. He's a good, smart hockey player. So didn't appear on the score sheet, but I thought Rossi and Bouillon were fine, and Ogren gets his goal. Z Bouillon is Israeli, and they asked him about Hanukkah. Interesting. I'll have to go check it out. Your take on the Sabres after firing their GM the other day. Dog's breakfast, complete dog's breakfast. They've had some decent players throughout the years, including now, their defense, Darlene Power. They got Tage Thompson. They had Jack Eichel, but they are a complete mess. Who for sure stays because of their contract situation, age, value, the untouchables? Pettersson. And remember, whether it's value, whether it's unmovable or no movement clauses. I say Pettersson and Brock and Demko for sure. That's for veteran leadership and because of their contracts. Then I would put Höglander, Ogren, and Ratu in that Sasson in that category because they're young. And then for defense, Hronek, Pettersson, and Myers all have no movement clauses or modified no trade. Then, doesn't our defense look good? Bouillon, Villander, and Pettersson, and then Mancini down on the farm. Yeah. So to answer your question, I think those three young guys I just mentioned, most of the D I think are untouchable, and then up front, Ogren, Sasson, Ratu, because of their age on the young side, Höglander, and then I think on the flip side, and Rossi, and then you're not trading Besser or PD either. Hronek got an A. It would be hilarious if he was given the C next year. They chose one. No immediate availability at all. That is funny. Realistic return for Sherwood would be a conditional first or a second. A lot of people were saying first, but he has dropped off a little bit. Avs only played 2 regulation losses in 33 games. Ridiculous, plus 56, 13-0-2. They are a wagon. We do need more Canadian players. Yes, we hardly have any. You like Hronek as a center. Interesting. I feel Rossi has good hockey sense like Marchand, but not a jerk like Marchand. That's fair. Back to Skinner and goalie experience. His goalie masks were Oilers colors. It was not classy that Leon did not acknowledge him, but Connor McDavid gave him a tap at the end of the game. Oh, interesting. Yeah, Leon seems like a bit of a jerk, right? Over under sushi during the Christmas week. If we're counting one meal as one sushi, Christmas week, between Christmas and New Year's, 7 days, I'm going 3.5. 3.5. I think that's a good line. In 2 weeks after Christmas, what's your opinion about the hockey tournament Boxing Day? We're going to talk about that closer to Boxing Day, Simon. Is a Dallas versus Florida Stanley Cup final realistic? Yeah, Dallas, I think, is more realistic, even though they got Colorado, than Florida. But Florida does not turn it on at the right time. So, yeah, it's not unrealistic. I'll put it that way. He's healthy, but wasn't it 3 weeks ago? He's healthy scratch, and then he scored a couple goals, almost had a hat trick. But for whatever reason, they'd rather play Drew O'Connor in the middle than Atu Ratu. I'm guessing Baines doesn't get claimed tomorrow, but we'll see. Bouillon is untouchable. Yes, for sure. I'll miss Sherwood, but sadly, I think he'll be traded like a third or a prospect. I mean, a second would be great, but only a handful of GMs might pay that. Well, Ian, they were even talking about a first for him earlier in the year. Florida is going back to the final will be tough given their injuries. What do you think Calgary can get for Anderson? I think they get 3 assets, and 3 good assets, as opposed to the 4 that we got. How is it that Teresa, that used to pick her nails, she has not been there in a few weeks. But having said that, I bet now because I just said that she can be there tonight. Demko, EP40 and Brock have unmovable contracts unless Canucks retain salary cap picks. Agreed. The Central playoff bracket is going to be insane. Yes, yes, yes. Canes in the East, says Rolly. Kachuk is technically close to returning. Panthers have to make the playoffs. They're currently out of position. Wow. Sherwood will probably want more money than we got. Yes, and that is why they're talking about trading him than re-signing. Missing Barkov hurts. Yep. Oh, you're going to Tokyo. When? I have not been since 1989. So there's nice temples there. Obviously, the nightlife, the food, and then there's a electronic district called Akihabara. But I don't know if it's still popular, but I remember that even from 35 years ago. Can the Knights get the Wild first round somehow? Well, only if the Minnesota Wild win their division, because we're only sneaking in as a wild card if we get in. To be fair, whatever team that trades for Woody, like the first is basically a high second, so he could still land a first or a second in prospect. That's fair. Minnesota Mark, I hate the Stars mostly because they beat us often. I wasn't here when they left Minnesota. Andre played high school hockey 20 miles from me, and I'm happy for it. Oh, interesting. It's funny, and we're looking at Ottinger as the guy that Demko would have to beat out Ottinger or Swayman. He's not going to beat out Hellebuyck to get considered for the U.S. team. It's doubtful Bouillon plays in the World. Oh, no, he won't. He won't. We never got to hear Sean's rant. I'll get him on eventually. I feel like Besser has already been more of a spokesman towards a future captaincy. If you start seeing comments and pressers with him, might be a sign management is grooming him towards being a captain. That is fair. Would you and Parker ever bring on Sean and Jacob, or just one of them onto Canucks After Dark? My guess is there's a better chance of Sean or Jake appearing on my channel than on Canucks After Dark. Number one, it's already 2 of us already. And number 2, I'm not sure if Parker is admittedly high on the idea of guests, to be honest with you. People like going to Akihabara to shop for retro gaming. Yes, yes. Bouillon's too old for the World Juniors. Akihabara is a must in Tokyo for sure. Yes, yes, yes. We'll probably get a Canuck injury update tomorrow. New podcast coming out. Good. And 05, only 06 and under or younger. Okay, very good. Okay, that puts that to bed really, really quickly. Okay, I'm going to put actually a poll question. Simple one. I'm just curious, like your thoughts. Will Arshdeep, people wanted your rant, Sean, about the trade. he just said to me, his team still sucks. They're on a 2-game winning streak. Do you want to come on? Oi, we'll just have this open for 5 minutes while I end off the show. Will Arshdeep Baines get claimed off waivers tomorrow? Canucks Royal Rumble. Clay versus Parker versus Sean versus... Oh, I'll lose for sure. Because I used to be able to beat up my kids. Not beat my kids. Beat up my kids. But Sean would crush me now. Do you think I could beat you up? No. Do you think I could beat Jacob up? No. Do you think Jacob could beat you up? No. So you think you're the champ? Yeah. Parker's quite athletic too. And I'm sure Jacob's got quick, Jacob's a lot smarter than Sean, but he's got really quick hands and heavy blows, actually heavy punches. Jacob's got a lot of power in his arms. So they would smoke me for sure. Under 20 for a reason. Glad to have a Canucks fan. Well, I don't think Mark said he's a Canucks fan. He said it's their 3rd favorite team. So War Games After Dark. Yeah, I just don't like their acronym of WAD. WAD. The rant was supposed to be a month ago, long before the trade. Oh. Okay, well, we'll just keep pushing it later then. We'll save it all up for the whole year. I'd like to see Garland be named the next captain. That's fair. Maybe one of the Florida teams trade for Sherwood. Maybe. It's actually Sean, not Jacob. Jacob would cheat and bring a tortilla into the ring. Jacob would be our family version of Eddie Guerrero for sure. Lie, cheat, and steal. Thoughts on WWE so far? I think they've lost a lot since they've gone to Netflix. Too much commercialization. Who has Mickey currently? Currently seems like he never is around when you stream. Yeah, when I stream, he's already in bed, lying in bed with Gail. He is Gail's companion. I doubt Baines gets claimed, but if there was a team to take a shot, maybe Philly, the Target connection. That's right. Yeah, 75% of you saying no right now. Yeah, by God, it's a loaded tortilla. Your mic cut off. Is it still off? Is it still off? I can hear him. Thank you. But can you see me? Sean Cena. That's good. Instead of John Cena, Sean Cena. You can't see him. He is walking past my office doors right now. Jacob is the future Dominic Mysterio. Yeah, that should be, that would be a topic for an off night. Will be what wrestlers, who would I be? Who's an old guy that can't really move? What about Cena losing to Gunther? I didn't like it. Gunther could have afforded the loss. Morning tankers. It might have been just my time. All good. All good. I know you want to hear every single word I say, Gerald. Just kidding. Mr. Fuji. That could be me, but then who's my Kamala? Oh, that is funny. Paul Heyman. I don't know if I can talk. I can talk, but he's a genius. Austin Theory is the man. Yeah, that is strange. This is the real, morning stream for you. It's tradition. You finish your career and on your back. That's true. I don't think Logan Paul should leave WWE altogether. He's been really good. He's really impressed the company and true fans just with how athletic he is and how much he respects the business. Go down like a comic book character. I think Cena showed everyone sometimes you have to give up the way he smiled and tapped. Yeah, that was still strange to me. All right, that was good. A nice little 3 minutes of wrestling to end off. Thank you everyone for being here. I'm going to wrap up here and then set up my stream for tomorrow morning. I have a Jimmy Superfly Snuka kind of vibe or Coco Beware. I can tell that you watched back in the day. Junkyard Dog. Logan Paul is great at being a heel. Logan Paul did wrestling at school. You could be MVP of the Hurt Locker. The Cody Drew House Invasion Brawl reminds you of Triple H. Yeah, there being some, and then didn't Pillman also go to Austin's house? There are some house angles for sure. Tajiri. Great stream. Thank you, Dino. Oh yeah, dig it. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, he was my favorite. All right, before this goes completely off the rails, the wrestling rails, I will wrap up here. Moderators, thank you for keeping this safe and respectful place. Members, that's legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Carol Bovelander, legendary Brian Blingy Choi, legendary Swervin Irvin, legendary Tom Hagelander, legendary Andrew Chang. Thank you for your support, and thanks to all of you for being here. Thanks for your support. Thanks to Hall of Fame franchise members as well. And thanks to all of you for watching, liking, and subscribing. On your way out, you can like the video, you can subscribe, you can leave a donation. No donations tonight, actually, which is fine. We did very well yesterday, so I'm certainly not complaining, nor am I counting. But that does mean that Fangirl wins again Fangirl won like a couple of days ago too. Fangirl with 450 points, Alpha with 300, Gerald with 200, Simon with 175, and then Taylor and Swervin Irvin with 150. There is your top 5. Thanks to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, Gassy Jack Art, and Mulligan Golf Company. And thank you to everyone who went above and beyond tonight. And today, that was legendary Lucas Gates using his monthly membership message, 58 months as a Canuck Clay supporter. Amazing. Thanks everyone. Thanks for being here. I will see some of you tomorrow morning. Oh, I should end this poll question and let me know in the chat right now if you are planning to be at the morning stream tomorrow morning at 7:45. 77% of you saying that Archie Baines will not get claimed off of waivers. We will know by 11 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow. So who's coming tomorrow? Dino's coming tomorrow. Nice. Jackie's coming tomorrow. It will be then this afternoon. Chaos Tajiri. Tajiri was pretty funny. He sprayed mist too, right? Just like Asuka does right now. All right, friends. You're awesome. I'm awesome. Canucks are awesome. 3-0 win. Demko's awesome. Canucks have won 2 straight since the big trade. Still at the bottom of the league standings, though, for sure. Friends, thanks for being here. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. I got to tell you, it finally happened. Yeah, it did. The other day, I changed the light bulb. I crossed the road and I walked into a bar. Seems like my whole life is just one joke. God bless. And go. I screwed that up. I should have said, it seems like my whole life is a joke. That was brutal. God bless. And go Canucks go. Booyah.